What is up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over what I think is the best landing spot if you want to get easy wins in Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 2. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, find it helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you would like to see more, comment down below where your favorite location to land is this season, and if you guys would like to use my code in the shop when getting anything, it is EvolvedJake, just like my channel name is, and it is underneath the webcam at all times. So, in my opinion, the best place to go if you want to get wins this season is going to be this base in the northern edge of the map in the snow area. And unlike most low-key spots throughout the history of Fortnite, not only is this a great landing spot that's typically not going to be very contested and that you can loot very quickly, but it also has a lot of loot. So this is going to be a great landing spot regardless of team size. Whether you're playing solos or playing squads, there's enough loot here for you. And that is, like I said, a key difference from this spot compared to a lot of other, going for wins locations is usually those places don't have enough loot to satisfy an entire team. So the main kind of base at the top of the hill has 19 potential chest spawns, 7 slurp barrels, and a rivalry board, which will also allow you to purchase and upgrade loot, and then also get a rivalry, obviously. And in solos and duos, I feel like most of the time you could just land at this top part, or you and your duo could land at this top part, and there's going to be plenty of loot for you guys to get to, be able to play the game out from there, no problem. But in the larger team game modes like trios and squads, maybe not so much, but luckily at the bottom of the hill, there are docks on either side, which also have their own loot and fishing spots, which is a big deal because there's the golden fishing spots this season, which guarantees you high rarity loot. And I feel like each of these docks have a pretty consistent chance of having a gold fishing spawn each. One of the dock locations even has a slurp truck, which will allow you to immediately get full health and full shield and carry all the additional healing items you find. And then there are also zip lines that can get you to the top part of the hill with the rest of your team. So like I said, solos and duos, you could probably both land at the top of the hill, just get that base looted up and you're good to go. In squads, you might want to send 2 people to the top base, 1 to each dock, and then you'll be able to all quickly loot up, fish those golden spots, meet up at the top part of the base, and then from there, rotating out is actually going to be no problem at all, which is something that you would consider or expect to be one of the downsides of this location. Normally, if you're landing on the extreme edge of the map, not only can rotating be a bit of a problem like storm-wise, not so much in modern Fortnite, but it's one of those things where you typically resign yourself to having a pretty slow game because it takes you a while to get towards the parts of the map that have some sort of action, right? That's not going to be a problem at all on this spot because there is a porta potty at the top part of the base, which will teleport you to a nearby gas station. At this gas station, you have another rivalry board that you can shop at, get rivalries. There's vending machines you can shop at. There's a little bit of loot. And then also close to the gas station, there's a 0-point shard. And then from this 0-point shard, you're going to be able to get towards the middle of the map if you want, one of the corners if you want. The Frigid Fortress POI has a vault inside that normally will be opened by the time I get there after looting this snowy base. So you could go for the vault. You could go for the Dark Domain POI in the middle. You have a lot of options from this 0-point shard. You could do pretty much whatever you want. And that's what makes rotating out of this so easily. You teleport to the gas station. Then the gas station is right next to that 0-point shard, which allows you to go pretty much anywhere from the rift. You're not going to get all the way to the south side of the map, but you're going to get far enough into the map that storm is not going to be a problem at all if it was something you were concerned about. And then also just having a slow game is also not something that you're going to need to worry about. And that 0-point shard is what really makes this spot incredible. It's a lot of loot on its own, and the teleporter, the porta potty to get to the gas station is good enough to get out of that edge of the map. But that porta potty combined with the 0-point shard gives you so many options and allows you to still have a pretty fast-paced game. So I think this spot is incredible for the amount of loot, how quickly it can be looted, how isolated it typically is. But with the natural means of transportation, you don't have the negative of being isolated. And the 2 rivalry boards is pretty important in my opinion, because the rivalry boards have a chance to sell these 7 power gloves. It's not guaranteed by any means, but being able to quickly get to 2 of them and check, I feel like gives you decent odds of coming away with gloves on top of being able to loot your POI. The rivalry boards also allow you to upgrade weapons, which I think is something that is incredibly helpful. normally landing at a low-key spot like this, you know, not having as much loot as a named POI, you might get kind of scuffed on weapon rarity. But between being able to easily upgrade at the rivalry boards and the golden fishing spots, weapon rarity also shouldn't be that big of a deal coming out of here. This is one of the easiest seasons to get high rarity loot, and the rivalry boards are a huge reason why. So if you want to get easy wins in Season 2, regardless of which team size or mode you play, this is going to be one of the best spots in the game. But that is going to be it for this video. As always, if you guys did find this to be helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you would like to see more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. I don't know if I had a ping spike when I was on that hill trying to chalk or not. That might have been why. Or Fortnite's just Fortnite. What the hell is this guy's name? Mace Carte? He just got like a real name? Is that AI still in the tunnel? Probably. W Lena. In that bush. Nice, perfect. So the slide uppercut so he would get like sent up without me. Actually, hella crowns in this lobby. I hate going down here to kill bots. I don't ever want to be down here unless I'm landing there. Nice, this guy just got a rivalry here. Jeez. I'm pretty sure they were not real. Oh, he had the mythic revolver. I thought he had the mythic regular pistol at first, and I was about to be mind blown. Maybe he was real.